4 cold cases in the valley may be getting another look. In the span of a few short years, multiple prostitutes vanished. Some of their body parts were later found on the side of highways.
A man who lived in the valley became connected to those murders, but the cases were never closed. Tonight, we tracked down a former co-worker who shares new insight into the man and his possible connection to the slayings.
For females who are working as prostitutes here in the Las Vegas Valley went missing. It is something that's unique, especially for that amount of people to go missing, the similarities in which the descriptions of the females, the time frame, the way that their bodies were located. All of those things are very unique, which does lead us to believe that they could be connected.
In a few short years, Metro Police says an alarmingly high number of sex workers disappeared. 19-year-old Jody Brewer vanished from Las Vegas in August 2003. Her torso was found wrapped in a plastic sheet along a highway in California. Parts of 25-year-old Misty Sains were found in plastic near Blue Diamond in Las Vegas. 21-year-old Lindsay Harris was last seen in Henderson in 2005. Her legs were found along a highway in Illinois. A fourth, 21-year-old Jessie Foster went missing from North Las Vegas, but was never found.
I do not think she's dead.
Foster's mother, Glendine Grant, still believes her daughter is alive and says until she's proven otherwise, she'll hang on to that hope. Grant says she thinks her daughter called her the night she vanished.
And all I heard was what sounded like muffled screams where someone's hand was covering a mouth. I was sheer panic.
Grant believes a lot of these cases remain unsolved because they involve sex workers. All of the women were about 5'5", same weight, blondish hair. The similarities didn't stop there. All of the missing that were found were located dismembered along the sides of highways.
Neal, what'd you do this weekend? And, well, I picked up a hooker and just rode up and down the highway.
Daryl Kelly is describing his former co-worker, Neal Falls. They worked together at the Hoover Dam. Falls lived in Henderson during the time the women went missing. His life ended when he was shot and killed by a prostitute named Heather Saul in Charleston, West Virginia.
I opened the door, he put the gun in my chest, and he said, live or die. Yeah, he was going to kill me.
He had told her that he knew he was going to jail. I don't know if he thought law enforcement was on to him already. Indicated that her life may be in jeopardy.
Saul was able to wrestle away the gun and shot Falls in the face. Investigators at the scene also made horrifying discoveries in his car, including knives, axes, and plastic wrap.
A tub that was large enough that, a woman could be placed in that tub. You throw in the cutting instruments and the bleach and the axe, and he had a shovel. A law enforcement term for these items would be called a serial killer's kit.
Lieutenant Stephen Cooper says during the investigation, an anonymous tip came in that Falls may have killed prostitutes in the Vegas area.
Mr. Falls was stopped in Illinois. Body parts from one of the girls that disappeared from Nevada were found near Springfield, Illinois.
Cooper shared that information with Metro Police, including Falls' DNA.
We re-examined those investigations, and lo and behold, there were a lot of similarities. And according to Lieutenant Cooper, there were similarities of other incidents across the country in different states of almost the same types of things.
Cooper doesn't know if Falls' DNA that he sent was ever tested. We tracked down many of Falls' former co-workers who say police have never contacted them, including Daryl Kelly.
You knew he wasn't right.
He is the only one who agreed to speak to us. This is his first ever interview. Kelly worked with Falls for 5 years, and during that time, Kelly says Falls routinely got in trouble for lighting animals on fire. He also describes Falls coming in hours early before his shifts and parking his car along deserted roads.
But it's an open area, and if you park in there, you can do a lot of things. And when you see him, you ain't got to be at work until a couple more hours. So what are you doing? And you come off with the laugh I wish I could demonstrate. It was a creepy laugh.
According to Kelly, Falls talked about 3 things: prostitutes, driving, and weapons.
Weird thing is, he always carried $10,000 in his car in a paper sack. Neal, what's that for? In case I gotta go somewhere.
We told Henderson police about our conversation with Kelly. Now they want to talk to him too. But for the families still waiting for answers, they tell us they just don't want to get their hopes up.
Don't remember Jessie's voice, really. don't know what she would look like as a almost 32-year-old. The last person you would expect something like this to happen to.
We asked Henderson Police and Metro Police what they did with Falls' DNA, but they told us they couldn't tell us because the cases remain open. Lieutenant Cooper says the only person who they could contact from Falls' family was his sister. I also tried getting a hold of her. I called her multiple times, but she never returned my calls. As of last check, Henderson Police had not reached out to Daryl Kelly to talk to him about Neal Falls, but we've asked them to keep us up to date on if that changes.